Welcome back to another episode of the Alligator live truck build featuring Project Brimstone. So we've already taken out the headlights out of this and sent them down to Desert Lighting to have them custom painted and retrofitted for this build. In order to get to those lights though, we had to fully remove almost the entire front end, including the factory grille. But as you saw in one of our previous episodes, we have a grill replacement from Royalty Core Grills. So we probably won't even put this truck back together until the event. And just those two parts alone with the retrofitted custom headlights and the grill, it'd probably just give this front of the truck a good enough look, but we wanted to add to it and completely transform the front of this truck. And so we hooked up with Addictive Desert Design, and we added their Stealth R front bumper and their Venom series rear bumper to our build. Their Stealth R bumper is built with a 120 wall steel tubing design, and that'll give it that nice, sleek, slender look. You'll suck it right against the front of the truck. They stylize the front bumper with the dimple dyed accents on both sides there. And then jumping to the top of it, they give 10 different mounting locations for lights. So if you want to rock 10 individual dualies, you can, or you can fill that entire spot up with a 40-inch radius bar. And if that's not enough light for you, then they do offer 2 more locations on both sides of the bumper to fit 2 more dualies in there so you can project light out of the dimple dyed accents. Now moving down to the skid plate. The skid plate's designed to give the most ground clearance as possible, especially compared to the factory front bumper. So that will give that nice aggressive look. But with that, they gave vent locations here to allow the most amount of airflow into the cooling stack as possible. And with that, they also add an aluminum scoop behind the bumper to more so help deflect air into the cooling stack. Now moving to the rear bumper, it's the same style and same concept of the front. It's a 120 wall steel tubing design, stylized with the dimple dyed accents. And with those dimple dyes, they added that to the stepping surface. So on top here, to give the most amount of grip as possible, they added the dimple dyes on top. And just like the front bumper, lighting was a pretty important thing here. So they gave you 2 more locations for dually lights. So just right there, you got 10, 12, 14, 16 different light locations on the front and the rear bumper as a total. And then of course they add in the cutout so you can relocate your backup sensors. Now both these bumpers we're going to be installing live at the Ultimate Callout Challenge coming up here in May. And if you can make it out to that event, come swing by our booth. We're going to have Fleece Performance building this 3.0 Power Stroke from basically ground up the entire time through this 3 days. And then we'll also have that 6.7 Ram being built by Sick Nasty Diesel Performance and Widowmaker Diesel across those 3 days. And between these 2 trucks, there's gonna be a full-on transformation from lift kit, wheels, tires, turbo kits, injection pumps, lift pumps. I mean, the list goes on and on. So if you can make it out, swing by our booth, check it out. And if you can't, check out our YouTube, our Facebook, and our Instagram as we continue along with this video series. And the days of the event, we'll be doing live videos all day long, so stay tuned.